Oh my.
Is this, my crew gon' step. All I know is this, my boys gon' rep. My crew gon' step. My crew gon' step. My crew gon' step. My crew gon' step. My crew gon' step.
Welcome everybody to the Village of Lexington, another OCC matchup in this brand new Lexington High School gymnasium. Tonight's matchup, the 8-0 and 6-0 in the conference Lexington Minutemen taking on the 0-9 and 0-6 in conference play West Holmes Knights. This one could be an interesting one as the Knights try to play spoiler. We'll be right back after some words from our sponsors.
He takes the Tostitos, fakes left, goes right, and dives into the salsa. Now that is how you bring home the snacks.
What is he doing?
Preparing for his next career as a commentator.
Isn't he a little young for that?
All the best players get broadcast deals these days.
Bill's Mafia is going absolutely crazy down here. Isn't that right, Billy? So true, so true. Back to you, Josh. Back to you. Now let's go down onto the field for the coin toss. Doesn't get much better than this.
Park National Bank treats your dreams like they're our own. It could be buying your first home together, or making a lasting impact in your community, starting a new business on your old stomping grounds, or reimagining your current one to keep up with the times. No matter your financial goals, at Park National Bank, what means a lot to you means a lot to us.
I know that I'm not Park's biggest customer, but I'm treated just like I'm Park's biggest customer.
welcome back to Lexington High School. Just about 7 minutes until the national anthem plays. Both these teams warming up, getting ready for an excellent matchup on this January Friday evening. Let's take a look at some keys to the game. Levi Davis's keys to the game, starting with the West Holmes Knights.
So starting with the West Holmes Knights, like Austin said, 0-9 overall, 0-6 in the conference. Big news coming out of West Holmes today. Seth Martin, the head coach, stepping down. Looking to fill that position is Tennille Klein, looking to get her first win. So the first point that I have for the West Holmes Knights is start fast. Tempo, speed, and pressure early in the game is going to be a big part for this team. A big part early in the game also. Disrupting A.J. Young in the backcourt, that's going to be big. Next thing is stay calm. For the West Holmes Knights, you got to forget about the 20-point loss. Second game of the season for them. It's going to be a very hostile crowd here at Lexington. Big student section, big crowd here tonight. Last but not least for the West Holmes Knights, you got to flip the realm. 2 one-possession losses for the West Holmes Knights. Upset win could turn this team around. Couple pieces that I like for the West Holmes Knights is Xander Schultz and Zevin Proper. Those are 2 big players tonight for the Knights.
Absolutely, and nobody expecting an upset from the West Holmes Knights tonight, but can they make that happen? As we turn to Levi's keys to the game for the home team, the Lexington Minutemen.
So for the Lexington Minutemen, everyone knows they're 8-0, 6-0 in the conference, first place. Big leader of that is Coach Hamilton leading the team so far. First key for the Lexington Minutemen, you got to stay consistent. Tonight, the West Holmes Knights might not be as talented as the Lexington Minutemen, but that does not mean the Lexington Minutemen play down to the competition. Keep playing your game that got you to be 8-0 so far, and you're going to be fine tonight. Next thing, stay focused. This week, according to Prep Hoops Ohio, the Lexington Minutemen are ranked 9th in Division II. When I was researching this team, a quote by John Wooden came to mind. Winning takes talent, to repeat takes character. We know the Lexington Minutemen have the talent, but it's going to be interesting to see how their character develops tonight.
That is absolutely the case for both of these teams. Hopefully, we will see some great competitive basketball this evening as we get set for this game. Very, very soon, less than 5 to go until tip-off. Very excited to have you all joining us live and free on Facebook and YouTube. Leave some comments for us to read throughout the game. Show us all some love in the chat. As mentioned previously, this is going to be an audio-only broadcast, although we will definitely bring up some video in between timeouts and quarters and such as that, as both these teams getting up their last couple of shots. Let's talk about what you discussed earlier with the head coach of West Holmes stepping down just about 4 hours ago from where we are right now. How is that going to affect the mentality of these players?
I think leadership's going to be a big role for the Knights. Look to see the seniors step up with this new coach. It's going to be kind of tough, but we'll see how they do tonight.
Absolutely. And this West Holmes team, honestly, pretty old. All of which upperclassmen, all juniors and seniors. Do you think we could see this leadership put the right foot forward and step up tonight?
I agree. So last game for the West Holmes Knights, you had Xander Schultz, a big key to this game, had 20 points. Also, Zevin Proper, like I said earlier, had 14 points in the first meeting with the Minutemen.
Absolutely. Now switching sides of the floor to the Lexington Minutemen, coming off their closest game yet. Just a 3-point win a couple of days ago here against Worcester. Alex Depperschmidt after the game said, probably one of the worst games we have played all season. Do you think the Minutemen can clean it up tonight? And if so, how will they get that done?
I agree. I would look forward to them cleaning the game up on the floor tonight with Braden Fogel. Big key to this Lexington Minutemen. Only had 8 points in his career debut for the Minutemen, while Baden Forup had 24, a team high for the Minutemen. So look for those two to get going quick and fast for the Minutemen.
Absolutely. And one final thing before we go to another break. What do you think Coach Scott Hamilton had to say to these guys in the locker room for a game that really on the schedule looks like an easy win, but they could definitely play spoiler tonight, the West Holmes Knights?
Like I said earlier, one of the keys is consistency and not playing down a competition. I think that Coach Hamilton hammered that into their mind these last couple days of practice, Austin.
Absolutely. So we will take one last commercial break before bringing you back just before player introductions. We will be right back.
Park National Bank treats your dreams like they're our own. It could be buying your first home together, or making a lasting impact in your community, starting a new business on your old stomping grounds, or reimagining your current one to keep up with the times. No matter your financial goals, at Park National Bank, what means a lot to you means a lot to us.
I know that I'm not Park's biggest customer, but I'm treated just like I'm Park's biggest customer.
Park National Bank treats your dreams like they're our own. It could be buying your first home together, or making a lasting impact in your community, starting a new business on your old stomping grounds, or reimagining your current one to keep up with the times. No matter your financial goals, at Park National Bank, what means a lot to you means a lot to us.
I know that I'm not Park's biggest customer, but I'm treated just like I'm Park's biggest customer.
Back at Lexington High School, just about 30 seconds away from tip-off. As we have player introductions coming up, we're going to go through the Minutemen and the West Holmes starting and non-starting lineups for the evening. We will be back here tomorrow as well for Lexington versus Clear Fork, a little MOAC versus OCC action, as both teams look to represent their conference as well as possible. As both teams on the floor. Buzzer has sounded. And we will get ready to meet the players. As we now reach the starters, we're going to talk about all of them from each team, starting out with number 2 for West Holmes, Nate Fair, a junior guard at 6'4". Now we're to the Minutemen side. Braden Fogel, the freshman forward, standing at 6'4". Back to the West Holmes Knights. Collier Klein, a junior guard, standing at 5'8". For the Minutemen, a senior guard, number 5, A.J. Young, standing at a 5'10" height. Back to the Knights, number 10, Zevin Proper, forward guard, 5'9", his height. Back to the Minutemen, number 21, Elijah Hudson, a junior forward, standing at 6'8". Back to the Knights we go, Xander Schultz, a senior guard, standing at a flat 6 feet. Hudson Moore for the Minutemen, number 22, a senior forward, 6'3". Final West Holmes starter, Mason Wolf, senior forward, 6'5", and of course the big man in the paint, Baden Forup, number 32 rather, the senior for the Minutemen, standing at an astounding 6'7", as we get ready for our nation's colors. An excellent national anthem performance performed, and now the real show begins as the Minutemen mob in the purple haze getting ready to cheer on their undefeated Minutemen, looking to go to 9-0 with the win tonight and try to make it 10 tomorrow night as well. The West Holmes Knights will take the floor and get ready for this one. Once again, their starting lineup: Nate Fair, Collier Klein, Zevin Proper, Xander Schultz, and Mason Wolf. And for the Minutemen, Braden Fogel, A.J. Young, Elijah Hudson, Hudson Moore, and Baden Forup.
I would love to see Hudson Moore rebound from that game Tuesday. Kind of got off to a slow start. Let's see what he got tonight, Austin.
Absolutely. The Purple Haze as loud and rowdy as ever as we're set for tip-off. And the Minutemen will win, and the ball does go to Hudson Moore. Moore quickly to Fogel, driving to the basket. Two-point shot is no good. Rebound, Elijah Hudson. Putback is good. Early 2-0 lead for the Minutemen. Here come the Knights. Xander Schultz bringing up the basketball. Screen set. Schultz going to dish it off to Nate Fair. Gives the ball to Zevin Proper. Now to Mason Wolf, the big man. Back to Collier Klein. Now Fair with the basketball. Back to Klein it goes, looking for a screen. He won't use it though. Now the ball to Zevin Proper. Looking to gain something from this possession. So he will dish it off to Xander Schultz. Man in his face, good defense from the Minutemen on their first defensive possession. Zevin Proper now going to dish the ball to Collier Klein, who drives, now going to pass. Xander Schultz with the ball. Trying to go inside as Moore slips. A traveling violation is called, and the Minutemen will get the ball back.
It's good to see the Minutemen go back to the man-to-man defense after Tuesday's 2-3 zone didn't really work out for them that
Absolutely.
well.
Seems like Worcester took big advantage of that 2-3 zone. Scott Hamilton had to make an adjustment on the fly. It ended up paying dividends as A.J. Young now will dish it to Braden Fogel, who will take his time. Little under the basket pass. Elijah Hudson not ready, and the Minutemen turn it over. 6:44 left in the first. 2-0 to the Minutemen. Now Zevin Proper will bring the basketball up the floor. And Fogel jumping the pass, but he stepped out of bounds. Could have seen a highlight reel play right there. But instead, West Holmes will retain possession. Well, Fogel could have gotten a hold of that one. May have brought the house down with him.
Absolutely.
It's an inbound pass now for the Knights. We'll go to Collier Klein, who's not going to use the screen. Driving to the basket. Kick to the corner is deflected by Hudson Moore, and will stay with West Holmes. Seems like West Holmes listening to your keys of the game, staying calm, not really worried about what the Minutemen do, trying to play their own game.
West Holmes is really controlling the tempo so far.
Absolutely. Majority of the possession is with the Knights. As Fair driving in the basket. 2-point shot, no good, but it's tipped in by a Minuteman, so that's going to go to Fair. One of the rare own baskets. Now A.J. Young bringing the ball up the court. So we are tied at 2. Young going to dish inside to Forup, who will try to reverse. It is no good. Back to Forup it goes. 2-point basket's good that time.
Way to make up for that own basketball. Baden Forup right there.
Absolutely. You could argue he has 2 points or 4 points. Either one of those would be correct. As now Zevin Proper will dish to Nate Fair. Fair to Schultz. Working on Hudson Moore. Going to take it left. Back up to the top of the key, the big man Mason Wolf. Now to Collier Klein. Working on Braden Fogel. He's going to drive inside. Trying to kick back out. Deflected, but still with the Knights. As A.J. Young lost it. Had it for a second. And now a rebound after a missed shot. We'll go back to the Lexington Minutemen as it was tipped out of bounds. Kind of a chaotic possession there for the Knights, so they did not cash in on that one. Now Lexington looking to add to their advantage. They would love nothing more than to put this game away in half number 1. Kick to the corner. Elijah Hudson, his 3-point shot off the mark. And the rebound fought for, won by the Knights, and then immediately almost turned over. And Elijah Hudson will get the loose ball foul.
It's not ideal to see a foul on the opposite side of your basket, Austin.
Absolutely not. Still a good aggressive play. I don't think Coach Scott Hamilton's going to complain about that one too much. Under 5 minutes now in the first quarter. Minutemen lead by 2. Knights coming up the court. As Fair with the basketball. Got past Hudson, who caught back up. Now Mason Wolf. Back out to Fair outside the arc. He's looking for some sort of opening inside, but with as big of a lineup as the Minutemen have, it's not looking to prove successful. As Fair will get it back. Still outside the arc. Hudson all over him. Kick out to the top. It is deflected, and it will stay with the Knights. Minutemen playing some sound team defense to start this one off. See how long they can maintain that. As the Knights now with a basketball. 3-point shot attempt from Proper is no good. Offensive rebound by Wolf. Back out to the top of the key. Fair for 3. Also no good. Rebound, the big man, Baden Forup. Kicking out to A.J. Young, looking for a spark here on offense. As the Minutemen look to go fast. Hudson Moore, his 3-point attempt, no good. As Elijah Hudson tries to save it, but he steps out of bounds. And the ball will go back to West Holmes.
I like to see Hudson Moore keep shooting those shots all night. It's early, and he's going to find it.
Absolutely. Can't make a shot if you don't take it. Got to find his confidence. And looking to find it in the first quarter. Wasn't there, though, and here come the Knights. Trailing by just 2. Zevin Proper with a Young guarding him. Proper going to swing to Fair. Fair going inside, getting past Hudson. It is no good. Rebound Hudson Moore. Here comes A.J. Young. In transition, coast to coast, looking for Elijah Hudson. Couldn't quite find him. He will step back for 3, though. No good. Rebound, the freshman Fogel going back up for it. He's got the layup. Working hard on the offensive glass are the big men from Lexington. Now here comes Fair driving right back, looking for a step back. Wasn't there. Into Wolf in the paint. His 2-point shot attempt is up and good. 3:15 left in the first quarter. Minutemen up by 2 with the ball. Young will find Fogel. As Fogel looking to step into a 3, thought about it twice. Now Young going to drive. Great pass to Hudson Moore. Coast to coast, he's got it for 2.
There we go.
Great pass there from A.J. Young getting his assist. Hudson Moore had the easy job that time. Now here come the Knights. It's Proper. Now to Fair. Swinging the ball are the Knights. As almost a steal there from Young, working on Proper. Proper with a spin move in the paint. Down goes Young, but a steal on the play from Hudson Moore, his teammate there to back him up. And the Minutemen have a 5v4 on the other side of the court. Now West Holmes completely neutral. What a spin move from Fogel. The 2-point attempt up and no good. Would have been a highlight reel play again there from Fogel. 2:15 left in the first quarter now. Minutemen lead by 4. Here comes West Holmes. Klein getting past Fogel. Stolen by the Minutemen. Elijah Hudson to Braden Fogel. Going up and down with the left hand.
Austin, it almost seems like those dunks for Fogel are just becoming a routine for him.
I feel like he averages at least 1 a game. It's become an expectation at this point. As the Knights now trailing by 6 and a foul call on A.J. Young. So the Minutemen have been excellent in transition, getting quick buckets, regardless of how much possession the West Holmes Knights have had, with 1:52 left in the first. And West Holmes will burn a timeout. We're going to stay right here and discuss what we've seen so far in this one. We've seen a lot of Braden Fogel early, trying to make some highlight reel plays for some college scouts to look at in the film, but has his progression just been getting better and better each game?
Absolutely. The more the season goes on, he just gets more comfortable with his game. Like the first game he played, only 8 points, but Tuesday you see what he can do, dropping 19.
Absolutely. Braden Fogel, one of our 2 MVPs on Tuesday night, looking to make it back-to-back here against the Knights. A couple of his teammates will have something to say about that, though. We're going to see what happens in the rest of this one. Like I said before, 1:52 left in the first quarter. Minutemen up by 6.
So far, the scoring for the Minutemen seems pretty even. We have Braden Fogel with 4, Hudson with 2, Hudson Moore with 2, and Baden Forup with 2 as well.
Absolutely. All the big men getting on the board early, as now the Knights back with the basketball. Screen set by Wolf. Fair with the ball. Now we'll dish to Wolf. Back to Fair. She will drive on Alex Depperschmidt, the substitute. 2-point shot, no good. Rebound, Wolf, the big man getting in there. And we have a whistle. Looks like Depperschmidt touched the ball when he was out of bounds, so it's going to stay with the Knights. West Holmes getting at it on the offensive glass, kind of surprising. Wouldn't have said I would have expected that before this game. That's Fair with the ball, now going to kick to Xander Schultz. Back to Fair. Schultz again working on Hudson Moore, driving to his right side, kick out to Wolf. Now a deep three-point attempt from Proper is off the mark. Ball up in the air, rebound back to West Holmes. Underneath to Wolf. Got Baden-Four up on him, now going to try a cross-court pass. Caught by Proper. Proper, hand off to Schultz, back to Fair. The Knights dominating possession in this first quarter. Little inside pass working on Gavin Husty is Fair. Too long with that one, rebound Braden Fogel. Less than a minute to go in the first. Fogel brings the ball up the court, gets a screen from Baden-Forup. Now going to drove a little bit too far, back to Forup. Little 2-point shot attempt off the mark. Hudson Moore comes flying in for the rebound, didn't have it. And the basketball will go to the West Holmes Knights.
So far for the West Holmes Knights, it looks like Nate Fair might be a dark horse in this game.
Absolutely. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Nate Fair has had the ball in his hands more than any other player in this one. Seems to be setting the tone early, the junior guard, standing at 6'4".
Looks like Jax Lamp just entered the game for the Minutemen.
Maybe trying to get some adrenaline rush in with this Minutemen defense, as it looks like they're going to stay in man-to-man. Fogel's going to switch off now and guard Schultz. Wolf at the top of the key. Now going to swing it to the substitute, Sam Sprang. Back to Fair as he will drive. And a foul on the floor, so no shot attempt. 18.2 left in the first, and the Minutemen commit their third personal. So Jax Lamp enters the game on that last possession and immediately goes down in the stat book. Not for a good thing, but your name and numbers there. As the Knights now with 10 seconds left, looking to hold for the last shot. As Sprang now to Wolf with 6 seconds. To Proper. He's going to try to drive. Now going to step back inside to Wolf. Back to Proper. What a great pass up for the layup. It's no good. And that will do it for the end of the first quarter. It's the Minutemen 10, the Knights 4. And we will be right back for second quarter action after this break.
Park National Bank treats your dreams like they're our own. It could be buying your first home together or making a lasting impact in your community, starting a new business on your old stomping grounds, or reimagining your current one to keep up with the times. No matter your financial goals, at Park National Bank, what means a lot to you means a lot to us.
I know that I'm not Park's biggest customer, but I'm treated just like I'm Park's biggest customer.
Back now with second quarter action, the Minutemen 10, the West Holmes Knights 4, as West Holmes will start with the basketball. As Schultz going straight into it, now going to dish underneath the Wolf. The big man still looking for his second basket as he goes up, almost had it, and Jax Lamp can't quite come down with the rebound, working hard for it. As he's on Wolf, kick out back to Sprang. Swinging around are the Knights. Collier Klein, going to give it to Xander Schultz. Thought about a three, going inside. The substitute, Blake Wagner's. Now kicking back outside is Collier Klein into the paint, surrounded by Minutemen. Tough shot, no good off the glass, rebound. And it is Gavin Husty. Al Depperschmidt in transition. Now to Hudson Moore. Two-point shot attempt is up and good.
I like to see Hudson keep shooting that ball. He's going to get comfortable real quick.
Absolutely. 4 points for him. Seems to have found his touch early on in this one. As the Knights looking to respond, Jack Slamp a little overzealous there, and the Knights will answer back with a two-point shot of their own. Mason Wolf. Now Jack Slamp with the basketball. Swing it to Hudson Moore. Looking for Gavin Husty, the hot hand from three. Tries a three, it is off the mark. Rebound, West Holmes. Well, Gavin Husty 3 for 3 from deep on Tuesday night. That is his first missed three of the week, as the Knights will try a three. It's an air ball from Xander Schultz. Rebound will go out of bounds, and the Minutemen will have the ball.
Looks like Joe Caudell's in the game as well, getting his first minutes of the night.
He is indeed, as Elijah Hudson will replace Jack Slamp. Some good minutes from the senior. 6:33 left to go in the second, as Mason Wolf will also see the bench. Some fresh legs for both teams as the Minutemen come down the court. Gavin Husty with the basketball. Dish into Alex Depperschmidt. Into the corner, Hudson Moore. Joe Caudell working hard in the lane. Kick out, Gavin Husty, who's going to drive to the basket. Tough shot, blocked from behind. Loose ball, and a foul called on the play. Looks like it's going to go against the Minutemen. I believe that is Hudson Moore, and it is with a push. So the Knights only trailing by 6 with the basketball, and if they can do what Worcester did on Tuesday night and hang around for a little bit, it could prove something interesting at the end of this one. Nate Fair, the junior with the basketball now, looking to make something happen. Swinging it to the outside, Collier Klein. Into the corner, Zevin Proper, back to Fair. Fair working on 4-up, a little bit of a mismatch, driving into the paint, nothing there. Back out to Proper. Under 6 to play in the second. Ball to Klein, stolen by Elijah Hudson, who's trying to work hard in transition. And now the Minutemen will settle down. Alex Depperschmidt with the ball. Giving it to his sophomore teammate, Gavin Husty. Now to Elijah Hudson. Thought about a three, and now going to drive a little bit. Kick out, Al Depperschmidt for three. No good off the rim. Rebound, Collier Klein. Now the Knights looking to reduce the deficit. Fair going to swing into the corner. Sam Sprang. Thought about a three multiple times. Checked himself on both of them. Now in the opposite corner. Little drive to the bucket. Kick out. Good ball movement here from the Knights as a three-point attempt is up and down.
That's the man the Knights need to get hot if they want to win this game tonight. Zevin Proper.
Absolutely. And the Knights cut the deficit in half from 6 to 3. Gavin Husty with the basketball now. Looking to add to this Minutemen lead. To Elijah Hudson. 4-up, working hard in the post, nothing there. Back out to Gavin Husty. Screen from Hudson Moore. Inside to Baden 4-up. The big man is blocked. He gets the ball back, fighting hard for it as he will go up again. Blocked, but this time a little bit extra contact, and he will go to the line to shoot our first free throws of the evening.
I love Baden 4-up fighting in that post for that second chance opportunity.
Absolutely. Just the first foul of the game on the West Holmes Knights with 4:43 left in the second quarter. 4-up going to shoot our first 2 free throws of the game as his first shot attempt is up and good. Free throws were absolutely a key for the Minutemen's victory against Worcester on Tuesday night. Without a couple of clutch free throws, the game may have ended up very different, as Baden 4-up's second attempt is also good.
Looks like a line violation called.
And you're absolutely right. They caught Gavin Husty on that as well on Tuesday night. So we reset the score here. It is 13-9 now, the Minutemen lead. And the Knights will come up the floor. Driving in is Fair, looking for a tough bucket. It wasn't there. Rejected by Elijah Hudson. Now Hudson Moore in transition, looking for a quick bucket. Gets it to Braden Fogel. Working down to the block, finding Baden 4-up, driving to the bucket.
And one.
Reverse layup is good, and one for the 6'7" senior. So Baden 4-up looking to make it 3 for 3 from the line, the old-fashioned three-point play, as the Minutemen tie their largest lead of the game. Looking to add one more to it with the free throw.
Let's see if the Knights' new coach, Klein, calls a timeout to try to stop this bleeding by the Lexington Minutemen.
Absolutely. It's been a good start to the second quarter for Lexington, as Forbes' free throw attempt is good. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in the second quarter. The Minutemen lead 16-9. As the Knights feeling a little bit of pressure from Lexington now. Fair going to try to take care of that. Looks like nobody in the paint for the Minutemen on defense. They're playing a high and aggressive defensive set. As the ball with Proper. Swinging it back to Fair, now in the corner. To Schultz. Ball to Wolf. Swung to the corner again, and that's going to be a kickball violation with 3:55 left in the half.
It's good that Lexington's running that up defense. You just saw Proper just drain that three. We also have the size in the paint in case something goes down there.
Absolutely. Mason Wolf can have his hands full tonight as Fair going to drive. Little spin move. Now Wolf with the ball back to Fair, who had room for a three, didn't take it. Now going to drive. Still thinking about his next move. Back to Wolf it goes. And Wolf going to hand it right back. Finally, Xander Schultz will touch the basketball, driving on Hudson Moore, looking for a scoop pass. Not a bad one as Fair goes up and has got a 2-point layup. Hudson Moore in transition. We're going to get that Minutemen lead up. As now Elijah Hudson thought about a three. Now trying to spin move. Tough 2-point shot is up and good. What a shot from Elijah Hudson.
Way to elevate in traffic by Hudson right there.
Absolutely, using your height to your advantage, especially with as many mismatches as there are on the floor. Now the Knights with the basketball. 3 minutes left to play in the second quarter. As a drive to the bucket, the shot will not count. Foul on the floor. Looks like that one's going to go against Forup. And I believe it was Collier Klein who was fouled. Foul will actually be against Elijah Hudson. Or no, excuse me, it will be on Baden Forup. His first personal Minutemen's 5th.
Looks like that was on Fogel.
It was indeed. Now the ball back to the Knights. Less than 3 minutes to play in the half. Swing pass here to Xander Schultz, who will now screen for Klein. Giving it back to Schultz. Great defense from Fogel. Trying to stay with him. As Schultz driving into the paint. Nice little move. And a little floater is no good. Rebound, Hudson Moore. Here come the Minutemen. A.J. Young in transition. Great pass down to Forup. Wasn't quite ready for it. Gets it back and sticks it up for two. Minutemen with their largest lead of the night at 9. Trying to make that double digits before halftime. The Knights have different plans, though. Into the block, down to Wolf. Looking for a post move. A three-point shot attempt is up and no good from Proper. Rebound as Fogel trying a little baseball pass down the court. Not a great decision, but it will stay with the Minutemen. Tipped off of Zevon Proper.
Lexington Minutemen really pushing the tempo early in this game.
2:09 left in the second quarter. Fogel to inbound. See what Coach Scott Hamilton has dialed up here. Pass. Going to Elijah Hudson, now into the corner to Hudson Moore. As he's going to try to go low, not stepping out of bounds. Tried the reverse layup, didn't have the angle. And Elijah Hudson's going to pick up his second foul on this side of the floor. And with the next foul, the Knights will be in the bonus. As Gavin Husty will replace Elijah Hudson. Don't want him to pick up his third foul before halftime. Of course, that is one of many unwritten rules of this sport. As the Knights now coming down the floor. Fair with the basketball, working on the 5-star recruit, Braden Fogel. Kick out to Wolf. Now Collier with the ball. Collier Klein driving in. Kick out Zevon Proper, who tried to drive. As a tough 2-point shot attempt, up and no good. Rebound fought for, and maybe a little bit too hard there from Hudson Moore. Swinging the arms around, and the ball slips out of him. So it's going to stay with the Knights with 1:36 left in the first half.
Look for the Knights to try to run a set play for Proper right here.
As they're going to get the ball to the corner instead. Or yes, it is going to be Proper right on cue as he drains a three. They must be listening to you from up here. Fogel now with the basketball. Minutemen lead by 6. A.J. Young looking to make something happen. Cross-court pass to the corner. Gavin Husty, his second three-point shot attempt. In and out. Rebound, Hudson Moore working hard on the block. That is no good. That ball is tipped, and it's going to go to the Knights. So despite their massive disadvantage tonight, in terms of the record, the Minutemen undefeated, and the Knights winless. West Holmes putting up quite the fight, only down by 6 with just over a minute left in the first half. Go ahead.
Knights are really staying calm so far in this first half. We'll see what happens next.
One of your keys to the game, as looks like a push-off there, not called. Hudson Moore trying to recover, drive by Fair. He'll try a tough two-pointer, no good, and rebound to Fogel. Fogel in transition, kick to the corner. Hussey trying to find the hot hand. This time he's got it for 3. An important bucket there for the Minutemen, as now Al Depperschmidt going to try to defend it, but a deep 3 attempt is no good from Proper. Rebound to the Minutemen, and here they come in transition. Alex Depperschmidt receiving a tough pass. Great pass to Fogel as he tried to dunk it, missed it. Put back up and no good. And that hesitation killing the Minutemen's chance on that possession. Now here come the Knights in transition. To the corner they go. Thinking about a 3, now good drive from the Knights. Back out to Proper.
Look for the Knights to take this last shot in the half.
Yep, 13 seconds left. A 3-point shot attempt for the Knights is up and no good from Sprang. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Minutemen. 7.8 left in the second quarter. Fogel nearly had his second dunk of the evening. Doesn't quite have the reach for that one. As Husty now with 5 seconds. Looking for a last second shot attempt, getting an inside to 4 for 2. It is no good. Knights come down with the rebound, and that will do it for a half number 1. 16 minutes down, 16 to go from the village of Lexington. We'll be right back after our commercial break.
He takes the Tostitos, fakes left, goes right, and dives into the salsa. Now that is how you bring home the snacks.
What is he doing?
Preparing for his next career as a commentator.
Isn't he a little young for that?
All the best players get broadcast deals these days.
Bill's Mafia is going absolutely crazy down here. Isn't that right, Billy? So true, so true. Back to you, Josh. Back to you. Now let's go down onto the field for the coin toss. Doesn't get much better than this.
Park National Bank treats your dreams like they're our own. It could be buying your first home together or making a lasting impact in your community, starting a new business on your old stomping grounds, or reimagining your current one to keep up with the times. No matter your financial goals, at Park National Bank, what means a lot to you means a lot to us.
I know that I'm not Park's biggest customer, but I'm treated just like I'm Park's biggest customer.
proper 6 points on the board. Bringing you back to the village of Lexington. 6 minutes and 15 seconds until we begin quarter number 3. Lexington leads 23-14 over the Knights. Let's talk about some standout players so far and possible MVP candidates. Baden Forup with 8 points to kick things off. Hudson Moore with 4, Gavin Husty with 3, and Braden Fogel with 4, including 2 points off of another stellar dunk from the freshman. And now back to the West Holmes Knights. Nate Fair with a solid 4 points. The game has been kind to him so far. Zevin Proper, the senior, with 6 points as well. And Mason Wolf, the forward, has 4 of his own. Of course, this game a lot closer than what a lot of people would have speculated. A one-possession game, or excuse me, a one-digit game at halftime. Not what a lot of people would expect from a completely win-forward team. Undefeated Minutemen in conference play and overall. And the Knights winless in both. As we send it down to our guy on the floor, Levi Davis. Going to ask what the Purple Haze has to think.
What is good, everybody? I'm with some of the leaders of the Purple Haze. Carter Newman, good first half by the Minutemen. We're leading 23-14. Baden Forup leading the charge for the Minutemen. How are you feeling about this first half?
I think we need to focus more on boxing out and getting some boards. We seem to be struggling with that. But other than that, I think we just need to make sure we get the ball in the hands of our playmakers is all.
1,000%. Next, I'm with the Purple Haze leader himself, Cam Sentieri. Cam, we can hear you guys getting hyped down here. How are you guys feeling about this first half?
We're feeling all right. We'd like to see a little bit more action on the offensive side, some more buckets go in, but overall we're feeling okay.
All right, last but not least, I'm here with star Lady Lex basketball player, Maddie Basilone. Maddie, we saw Alex Depperschmidt miss a 3. We've been telling him all year to shoot the ball. How are we feeling about that 3 right there?
It was definitely a good shot. As I said to my friend Cam, we don't have any shooters in, so Alex is definitely going to have to take a shot. So very proud of him, but he just needs to keep looking to shoot.
Yeah, Alex definitely got to step up his game. All right, back up to you, Austin.
Thank you for an excellent halftime report. Of course, the Purple Haze, one of the best student sections in the district. It's been extremely exciting to see them evolve this season. They've always been good, but seeming to get better and better with each leader. We're going to send it to commercial break one last time before we come back and begin quarter number 3. We'll be right back.
Park National Bank treats your dreams like they're our own. It could be buying your first home together or making a lasting impact in your community, starting a new business on your old stomping grounds, or reimagining your current one to keep up with the times. No matter your financial goals, at Park National Bank, what means a lot to you means a lot to us.
I know that I'm not Park's biggest customer, but I'm treated just like I'm Park's biggest customer.
back in the village of Lexington, a minute and a half away from the inbound of the third quarter. We're going to talk about some possible candidates for our MTIA MVP of this game. Baden Forup leading all scorers with an early 8 points. He had an excellent game and was one of our 2 MVPs against Worcester. What are we thinking about him? Could he be an MVP candidate?
I agree. I think he could go back-to-back. The way he's playing so far, has 8 points, couple rebounds. Look for him to continue this on the second half.
Absolutely. Nothing wrong with going back-to-back. I mean, you see Bryce Sensabaugh for the Buckeyes, a 3-time freshman of the week in the Big Ten. An impressive feat. We'll see if Baden Forup could possibly get his second consecutive MVP for the Minutemen, as both coaches going to talk it over one last time before we get things started again in the third quarter. The Knights were able to keep up really well with the Minutemen despite being heavy underdogs. Do you think they can continue this, or do you think the Minutemen are going to run away with it in the third quarter?
I think the Minutemen, after those halftime adjustments, might run away with it, but you never know with this new coach for the West Holmes Knights. Something that comes to mind for me from pregame, what we were talking about, Zevin Proper. One of the keys to this game is leading the West Holmes Knights with 6 points. Look for the West Holmes Knights to get Xander Schultz involved as well.
Absolutely. If the Knights can hold on to the ball for as long as they did in that first half, they're definitely going to have a solid opportunity to compete in half number 2. As the clock about to hit double zeros, and we are almost ready for the third quarter from Lexington High School.
Also look for Hudson Moore to get more involved in the second half as well.
Absolutely. Talked to him before the game. He's really eager to be up here interviewing with us for our post-game MVP player of the game. As the Minutemen will start with the basketball. And on we go. A.J. Young with the ball. Now to Braden Fogel. Looks like the Knights have switched to a zone defense. As Young to the corner to Elijah Hudson. Between the legs, step back, thought about a 3, into Forup. Back out to Hudson. This time he's going to take the 3-point shot, short off the front of the rim, rebound underneath Forup, and he's got it for 2. Now the Minutemen on defense, largest lead of the game, 11. That was Hudson Moore on the last basket, actually. And now Fair, looking inside. He's got Wolf. Kick out back outside to Xander Schultz. With Hudson Moore on him, looking for something to happen. Inside to Wolf. Great cut underneath the basket.
Ooh.
Rejected by Fogel. What a big block for the 5-star recruit. Already getting big offers from big teams like Texas A&M and the SEC. That's something to brag about before you even touch the ball in high school.
Like Austin Carr says for the Cavaliers, get that weak stuff out of here, Austin.
Absolutely. Now here come the Minutemen off the turnover. Elijah Hudson, coast to coast. Looks like he got fouled. No whistle, though. Rebound Forup underneath. This time he's got the basket and 1. Now Forup into double figures as the first foul of half number 2 is going to go on the Knights, and the Minutemen looking to double up the score of West Holmes. Free throw attempt is up and good from Forup. West Holmes trying not to get too far behind. They got to stay in it and stay calm. As Schultz looking for a pass, got to throw it. Little awkward catch there from Proper, but he does maintain possession. Now working on Hudson. Inside the ball goes to Fair. Great move on A.J. Young. Little pass down underneath the paint, and now it's turned over. Hudson Moore with the basketball in transition. Here come the Minutemen. And now A.J. Young looking to calm things down. Although Elijah Hudson wide open for 3 again off the front of the rim. Big rebound from Hudson Moore inside to Baden Forup. Already got 11 points. Going to kick out. Looking for an assist. A.J. Young driving. Back down to the freshman Fogel going up, and he is fouled.
Lexington Minutemen needs to keep doing that, getting to the line.
Absolutely. Shot excellently from the line on Tuesday night in one of the biggest OCC matchups of the season thus far. And now Fogel looking to add to his incredible stat line across the season. His first free throw attempt up and good. Looking to make it 2 for 2 from the line. I don't believe the Minutemen have missed a free throw yet. Hopefully no commentators curse, and there it is. Fogel misses the second. Rebound by the Minutemen. Hudson Moore working hard underneath, and he's got the layup. West Holmes' largest deficit of the evening. Little backdoor cut wasn't there. And now Schultz looking to dish it to Wolf. Wolf, cross-court pass. Great catch there from Klein. Deep three-point shot attempt up and no good. That was proper on the attempt. Ball tipped out of bounds, and it's going to stay with West Holmes.
Look for Proper to keep shooting that ball. Try to get that hot hand going.
Absolutely. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor. We're going to keep the coverage right here with you. Now we're going to read who is viewing on Facebook. Curtis Wagner, Tom Gooker, Daniel Spencer, Phyllis Heimberger, Daniel Stotts. Thank you all so much for tuning in to this live and free audio on Facebook and YouTube, as both these teams will discuss their flaws and their successes in this 30-second timeout. It's been an impressive start to half number 2 for the Minutemen. Looking to continue and maybe win this game by a lot more than what it looked like at halftime. Who do we keep feeding in order for that to happen?
Honestly, just keep doing what you're doing. Let's see what happens.
I agree. As basic as that sounds, it really is the truth. As the Knights with the ball underneath the hoop. Pass going to go out to Proper at midcourt. Proper now looking for Klein. Klein in the corner. Now Hudson on him. Ball going to Fair. Back to Proper. Proper, a little step back, wasn't there. Wolf with the ball now. Schultz thought about a deep three. Now going to Fair, who will try a three-point attempt. It is up and down.
Like I said in the first half, Nate Fair, dark horse.
Absolutely. Being a dark horse on the Knights kind of makes sense. And Fair really is filling that position as Fogel now with the basketball. Going over to A.J. Young. No points for him on the evening. Little cross-court pass to Elijah Hudson. Thought about a three, too much time to think. Ball back to A.J. Young. He's going to dribble drive, looking to make something happen. Gets a 4-up as he goes up for the layup off the glass. It's in.
I like the patience right there by A.J. Young trying to find 4-up in the paint.
Absolutely. Bring the defender out of the paint to meet Young, and that leaves a wide-open 4-up. Now West Holmes trying to answer. They need it desperately. Proper to Fair. Fair going inside. Looked like a walk there. No call. Layup, no good. Rebound, 4-up. Here come the Minutemen in transition. 3-on-2. Young going coast to coast. Looking for something. Got Elijah Hudson wide open under the basket. He's got it for 2.
Really good transition offense right there by the Lexington Minutemen.
To a par, as some may say. Now Zevin Proper. Still looking for some more points for the Knights. In it goes to Schultz. Working on Hudson Moore. Now a cut. Great cut from Klein as Fogel forcing a bad shot. It is no good. Here comes Young. Great pass to Elijah Hudson, who tries a tough layup attempt. No good, but a foul on the play.
Looks like Baden Ford might be an early candidate for a double-double, Austin.
Absolutely. 13 points already with 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Elijah Hudson will shoot his first 2 free throws. Attempt number 1 up and no good off the front of the rim. Couple West Holmes Knights substitutions. Sam Sprang is going to replace Xander Schultz as one of the subs, and Mason Wolf will come off the floor. And for the Minutemen, A.J. Young going to be replaced by the senior soccer star Alex Depperschmidt. As Elijah Hudson looking to go 1 for 2 here after he missed the front end. His second attempt is up and good. Minutemen lead up to 19. Full court pass there from the Knights as they will slow it down now, trailing by 19. Now with the basketball, Blake Wagers with the ball for the first time tonight. Now back to Fair. Fair to Sam Sprang. Great pass underneath to Fair once again. We'll bring it back out. Now to Sprang. Swinging it to Klein into the corner. Zevin Proper with Elijah Hudson on him. Trying to take him. Step back 3 gets deflected. Great hand to the face there from Elijah Hudson. Here come the Minutemen, Alex Depperschmidt. Now we'll find Elijah Hudson. He wants a 3 of his own, and he's got it on both ends of the floor.
Really good sequence right there by the Lexington Minutemen. Alex Depperschmidt leading the charge.
Absolutely. The athleticism from the junior and Elijah Hudson. The block on one end, the 3-point bucket on the other. It's impressive to say the least. Now the Knights down by 22, starting to fall out of this game. Colin Klein trying to get him back in it. Tough 2-point shot attempt. Hits the stanchion, and the ball will go back to the Minutemen. Now a slew of substitutions. 1 for the Minutemen and 2 for the Knights, as Fair and Klein will take a seat. So will Hudson Moore from the Minutemen. Lexington with the ball. 3:21 left in the third. Up by 22. Alex Depperschmidt with the basketball. Now to Elijah Hudson. Baden Forup wanted it on the inside, didn't get it. Kick out Alex Depperschmidt. Could have had a three there instead of forcing a tough pass. It's going to get tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Lexington.
Like we said in that halftime interview, Alex Depperschmidt got to start shooting the ball this half.
Needs to find a stroke of confidence. He's going to be taking the ball out, though. Going to find Braden Fogel in the corner. Into Forup. What a great play call from Coach Scott Hamilton, and Forup's attempt no good. And that attempt from Gavin Hussey swatted. Now here come the Knights. A bit of an advantage. Swing out to the corner. Three-point shot attempt from Sprang. Up and down.
Like we said pregame, that tempo is going to work out for the West Holmes Knights.
Well, if they're going to dig back into this deficit, might have to start shooting the long ball a little bit more often. Less than 3 to play in the third. Inside pass to Fogel. Did not take the mid-range. Kick out Alex Depperschmidt. Had it again. Didn't take it. Inside of Forup. Working hard as the big man for 2. The Knights trailing by 21 now. Here comes Zevin Proper. West Holmes looking for their first win of the season. And a turnover there is not going to help them. Up the court to Elijah Hudson, looking for a tough basket. Scoop under and up. What a bucket from Elijah Hudson. And a timeout for the Knights. A full timeout will be taken. And we will send you to commercial break. We'll be right back after this message.
Park National Bank treats your dreams like they're our own. It could be buying your first home together or making a lasting impact in your community, starting a new business on your old stomping grounds, or reimagining your current one to keep up with the times. No matter your financial goals, at Park National Bank, what means a lot to you means a lot to us.
I know that I'm not Park's biggest customer, but I'm treated just like I'm Park's biggest customer.
Back in the village of Lexington, 2:10 left in the third quarter. It's the Minutemen 43, the Knights 20, as West Holmes coming out of the timeout with the basketball, looking to ignite a spark out of that intermission. As up the court goes Xander Schultz, looking to make something happen. Little stutter step, kick outside, quick three taken by Proper, and that's not going to help their case. A missed three-point attempt, and here come the Minutemen. As Fogel working hard on offense, coast to coast, gets rejected. That's a big-time block, but it'll go back to the Minutemen after a few deflections. Alex Depperschmidt with the ball. Haven't seen a shot out of him tonight despite a couple opportunities. He didn't take them. And the senior Jack Slam back into the game. Great pass to Fogel as he goes to the basket. Tough shot, and it's going to fall for an and one.
Way to go downhill and penetrate that D right there by Braden Fogel.
Absolutely. That is nothing but sheer athleticism, and it puts the Minutemen up 25. He'll have an ice-cold water and a towel waiting for him on the bench soon if he can keep up a performance like this. As Fogel's free throw attempt is no good. Deflection out of bounds, and it's going to go to the Knights. Into the game is Hudson Moore, going to replace Braden Fogel. 1:34 left in the third. Here comes Xander Schultz, looking for something for the Knights. Haven't really had anything in this half. Just 6 points to show for in this third quarter. As a pass inside of Blake Wagers. Good underneath pass. It is up and good. A fair layup. Joe Caudill into the game. The other freshman on this Minutemen roster. Here comes Depperschmidt in transition. As squaring up for three. Now going to drive into the paint. Thought about it. Now give it to Hudson Moore. An elbow jumper is good.
That's what Hudson Moore needs. Keep shooting the ball. Get his confidence up.
Absolutely. Now with 10 points on the evening. A big improvement from Tuesday night. As now the Knights on offense. Fair with the basketball. Now going to swing to Proper. Proper with Husty on him. Great defense from Gavin Husty, the sophomore. As Proper, a couple crossover moves in his bag. Thought about it twice though. Up to Sam Sprang. Now inside. Fair. Great move on the freshman. Tough 2-point bucket. Won't go off the front of the rim. Rebound Hudson Moore.
Good help side defense by Hudson Moore, being at the right place at the right time.
And he wants another stat. Gavin Husty for the three-point attempt, off the mark. And the Knights have the ball right back with 25 seconds left in the third. Now here come the Knights, coast to coast. What a great take. Unfortunately, it does not fall for Schultz. Rebound Minutemen, and here they come in transition. 3-on-2. Hudson Moore taking it straight at the man. A lot of contact, no call, but the two-point attempt is up and good for Hudson Moore. Now the Knights with 6 seconds left in the third quarter. Looking for a desperation three from around half court. The three-point attempt up and good for the Knights as the deficit goes from 27 to 24 with quite a heroic shot from Xander Schultz. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Maybe a spark that'll keep the Knights ignited going into the fourth quarter. And we will be right back after this commercial break.
Park National Bank treats your dreams like they're our own. It could be buying your first home together, or making a lasting impact in your community, starting a new business on your old stomping grounds, or reimagining your current one to keep up with the times. No matter your financial goals, at Park National Bank, what means a lot to you means a lot to us.
I know that I'm not Park's biggest customer, but I'm treated just like I'm Park's biggest customer.
Back for our final quarter of Lion Free action on Facebook and YouTube. The Minutemen up 49 to 25 after a crazy bucket at the very end from Xander Schultz, nearly from half court, cutting the deficit, and the Knights will start with the basketball here. Klein with the ball in the corner. Screen from Fair. Klein almost got open. Now Fair in the corner. Back out to Klein. Knights may have to build off some three-point buckets, as it is the Fair and Klein show for the Knights right now. Fair back out to Klein. Now going to swing it to Sam Sprang. Into the corner to Xander Schultz. Getting a screen. Pop it at three. It is deflected. And rebound Gavin Husty. A lot of contact. And it looks like the official is going to keep the ball here with West Holmes as Husty steps out of bounds. And Braden Fogel, the freshman superstar, will check back into the game, replacing Gavin Husty. Now the Knights looking to cut the deficit once again. Nate Fair with the ball on the outside. 4 up on him. Now to Sprang in the corner with Depperschmidt defending him. And looks like a tipped pass. And the Knights are going to maintain possession with 7:15 left in the ballgame.
Really good defense right there by Alex Depperschmidt, getting involved.
Absolutely. May not have any points to show for us so far tonight, but definitely an impact player nonetheless. As the Knights inbound the ball, it'll start with Xander Schultz. Now to Nate Fair. Back to the corner. Sam Sprang getting it inside. It is Blake Wagers working hard. Now back out to Klein. Into the corner it goes to Schultz. Schultz, cross-court pass, and what a good one it was. Three-point attempt from Wagers is off the mark. And now the Minutemen have the ball after a tip pass out of bounds.
Good look, but just off.
Absolutely. Got to keep shooting. It'll fall eventually, especially if you're trailing by 24 as the Knights are. And here come the Minutemen looking to add to that number. Depperschmidt to Elijah Hudson. Being defended heavily. Good pressure for the Knights. A little cross-court pass caught by Depperschmidt. Inside attempt to 4-up is tipped, and it will stay here with the Minutemen. Checking back into the game is the starter, the senior forward Mason Wolf. Out comes Klein, and also in for the Knights is Zevin Proper. 6:37 left as Fogel, two-point shot attempt off the mark, and the Knights will maintain possession. Flying down the court, here comes Nate Fair, looking for a spark to get his team back into it. Kick out to the corner, Zevin Proper.
Look for Proper right here to get something started for the Knights.
And it looked like a good pass inside to Wolf, but instead some contact, and I believe a foul here on Elijah Hudson. Just the second foul of the half for the Minutemen. They've been cleaning it up defensively. 6:17 left in the fourth. The Knights with the ball now. Sam Sprang inside to Wolf. Didn't expect to be so wide open. A 2-point layup is no good, and it's deflected. It will go to the Minutemen as Wolf hangs his head. Talk about this Minutemen offense. 3 of them in double figures. Elijah Hudson, Hudson Moore, and Baden Forup. 3 of the big guys with 12, 12, and 15. As Elijah Hudson thought about adding to his total. And he's going to try to with a contested 2-point attempt off the mark. Another deflection, and it's going to go to the Knights.
One thing Coach Hamilton must love about this Lexington Minutemen is that every other night it's a different guy. Tonight it's Forup, one night it's Moore, one night it's Hudson, Elijah Hudson.
Absolutely. It seems like everybody getting a lot of love here in Lexington as Sam Sprang in the corner. Alex Depperschmidt lost his man for a second, so Sprang a 2-point attempt off the rim. Hard rebound from Hudson Moore. Here come the Minutemen. A deep pass to Elijah Hudson. What a great catch as he is rejected at the rim. Rebound Forup, and he's got it for the layup. Now here come the Knights. Trying to go quickly. Sam Sprang out to Xander Schultz. Schultz going to drive with a left hand. Tough bucket. He somehow got it to go. Now Depperschmidt coming up the court quickly. Handoff. Braden Fogel working hard on offense. Tough 2-point shot off the mark. Rebound Knights. And they've got some momentum. 7 proper. Now inside to Wolf. Gets Hudson to jump. A foul and 1 for Mason Wolf. Personal foul will go on Elijah Hudson. That's going to be his 4th personal.
Look for Joe Caldell to may come in the game to relieve Hudson.
Yeah, it looks like assistant coach Doc Guth talking about it, and you are absolutely right. Here comes Joe Caldell, and Elijah Hudson knows exactly who it's for. 5:03 left in the fourth quarter. Mason Wolf, the senior forward, standing at 6'5", going to try to bury this free throw. Mason Wolf's free throw attempt off the back iron. Rebound fought for, kept alive, and the Minutemen will have the ball. Up by 22, hard pass into the paint to Joe Caldell. What a great handoff, and Fogel nearly had a great dunk. Back out now to Hudson Moore, driving inside, and a foul on the floor. And boy, right in front of the Purple Haze, that would have been a crazy scene.
Would have brought the roof down, Austin, no doubt.
Well, we see multiple dunks out of Fogel, it seems, every night. Wouldn't have surprised me, as we have a full timeout called by Coach Scott Hamilton, which means we will be right back after these commercial breaks. Back now in Lexington, 4:50 left to play in the fourth. It has been all Minutemen in this second half as they lead the charge 51-29. Looking to add more to it on the inbound pass. Caught by Forup, but a quick 2-point attempt, no good. And the ball will go to the West Holmes Knights.
With the score being this much in favor of the Lexington Minutemen, look for Coach Hamilton to get some of those key bench players into the game.
Absolutely. Looking for some JV players like Will Perkins, Chance Basilone, and maybe some Terrence Corbin. 4:45 left to go now in the fourth. Seven Proper will bring the ball up the court for the West Holmes Knights as Sam Sprang. With Fogel working on him. Thought about a deep three. Not a fair. To the outside it goes to Proper. Now back to Fair. 2-point shot attempt. In and out. Rebound Forup. A.J. Young, and here comes Joe Caudill. And Fogel throwing it down with 2 hands.
Oh, if this was a video broadcast, you would just see Fogel blowing a kiss to the student section, baby.
As he does so often, and a 3-point shot attempt from Sprang is off the front of the rim, no good. Tipped rebound going to Wolf, working hard on the low block, getting it back out. 3-point shot attempt proper, also no good. A rebound from the freshman Fogel. Full court pass to A.J. Young, it goes, as he will try a tough layup and one as he gets it to fall. A.J. Young's first points of the evening, coming with exactly 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
This game is getting out of hand quickly for the Knights.
Can't expect your team to be organized when your coach steps down the day of a very high caliber game like this one against the undefeated Minutemen, who look like they're going to hold on and stay undefeated, going to 9-0 overall and 7-0 in conference play. Looking to make it 10-0 on Saturday night as Young's free throw attempt up and good. A.J. Young will take a seat after his first 3 points of the night, and Alex Depperschmidt will check back in, looking for his first points as well. Now here come the Knights. Xander Schultz leading the charge. Now going to dish it to Wolf. Back to Schultz. Now to Fair, swung around to Klein. Klein working on the freshman Caudill. Inside pass and a foul called on Alex Depperschmidt, maybe a little bit too aggressive there. Just his first personal of the night. And we're going to have another timeout call here from the Knights with 3:43 left in quarter number 4. And we're going to keep action right here with you. I believe it was a full timeout, so action soon to resume as Angela Kukin-Mahek says, outstanding job, Levi and Austin. Thanks to the OH.REPORT for giving these young men this opportunity. Professional job, love to see it. And we thank you, Angela, for your comment. Absolutely love the support. Thank you so much. It is viewers like you that keep this rolling.
Hey, shout out to the whole Mahek family. I know y'all watching with the Penny Davis and the Chris Davis.
Absolutely.
Let's go, baby.
As the Minutemen lead by 27, 3:43 to go in the fourth quarter. And it might be time to start the buses for the West Holmes Knights. Put up a good fight in that first half, keeping it to just 9. But it got out of hand very quickly in that third quarter. And it seems they never got a grip on this game after that.
Absolutely. And like you said earlier, losing your coach the day of the game, that's just something you can't replace.
Absolutely. Starting 5 now for the Minutemen. Going to see a lot of fresh faces here. Alex Depperschmidt, Jack Slamp, Gavin Husty, Joe Caudill, and the only starter left on the floor is most likely our player of the game, Baden Forup, with 17 points. Still trying to add to it here. As the Knights, with an inbound pass, going to go underneath and into Schultz. 2-point shot, up and no good. Rebound brought down. Fought for, one by Wolf. 3-point attempt now is up and good from Xander Schultz.
Really good shot right there by Xander Schultz. Just a little bit too late for the Knights.
Absolutely had that heroic shot from about half court at the end of 3. Adds another 3-pointer to his resume tonight as Caudill. Depperschmidt now to the corner to Jack Slamp. Lamp back to Depperschmidt. Forup wants it in the post, doesn't get it yet. Gavin Husty with a screen for Forup. Back to Forup, it goes off his legs, and now here come the Knights in transition. And a great tip pass from the freshman Caudill.
Really good tip right there by Joe Caudill, the middle linebacker for the Lexington Minutemen.
Star-studded linebacker. A lot of these guys on this basketball court are multi-sport athletes. As the Knights now from underneath the basket. Fair with the ball. Caudill working on him. Fair now into Wolf. Back outside. A tough 3-point shot attempt from Schultz, and he's feeling it. Buries another 3, his second consecutive. Less than 3 to play in the fourth quarter. As Depperschmidt will walk up the court. Now to Gavin Husty. Joe Caudill. Into the corner, Depperschmidt with a screen from Forup. Now to Jack Slamp. Out to Caudill. Minutemen moving the ball well. Into the block to Forup. Tough corner pass. A little too much for Alex Depperschmidt. And his fall sport is not football, it's soccer, so he couldn't quite maintain that basketball. 2:29 left in the fourth. And Xander Schultz really feeling it. The first night in double figures this evening. He's had a nice last couple possessions. See if he touches the ball here once again. Has the ball with Proper. Proper will give the ball to Schultz. Another three is good, and it's 3 for 3 on the last 3 possessions for West Holmes.
Xander Schultz, a little bit too late, but he's looking good so far.
Perhaps finding his mojo just a bit too late in this one. 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Alex Depperschmidt with the ball. Gavin Husty now looking for the inside pass stolen away by Wolf. Now here come the Knights in transition, only trailing by 18. Inside pass it goes. Schultz again for 2 points. A little too strong that time. Rebound Caudill. Gavin Husty will give the ball to Alex Depperschmidt. He works his way up the court. Still looking for his first points of the evening. Jack Slamp back out to Depperschmidt. Gavin Husty with the ball at the top of the key.
Looks like the West Holmes Knights are about to empty their bench. Same with the Lexington Minutemen.
Seems that way. A lot of JV players from both teams about to make a varsity appearance. As Caudill with the basketball, 1:20 left in the fourth. Swing out Alex Depperschmidt. Good ball movement here for the Minutemen. As Husty will hold on to the ball. Jack Slamp now with the basketball. Going to try to drive. Great pass to Forup. Throwing it down strong with 2 hands.
Bring the house down, Mr. Forup.
Another beautiful dunk and a 3-point shot attempt is up and good again from Schultz. My goodness, is he on fire.
He cannot be contained right now, Austin.
Absolutely not. And the Minutemen will take a 30-second timeout. So let's talk about this absolute spark from Xander Schultz. 4 of the last 5 possessions, and he's got 12 points.
That's just crazy to me, Austin. In the first half, he was a little bit quiet, but in the last 2.5 minutes, he's just been catching fire right now.
Seems to be coming out of his shell here in the fourth quarter. Maybe something to open up and a little wave of momentum to ride in the upcoming OCC matchups for the West Holmes Knights. As both teams going to talk it over, and the JV players will get into the game for both teams. But what a fourth quarter performance from Xander Schultz. And we said it, a spark of momentum that would start with that buzzer beater to end the third quarter. And since that moment, he's had 15 points, all of which have come from way downtown.
Absolutely, Austin. Like you said, this is going to be a good spark for the West Holmes Knights going forward.
A lot better than what their record shows. A lot of close games, including just a 2-point loss to the Worcester Generals early on in the season. This team's got a lot of fight in them, and I think it's going to continue. As Chance Basilone going to inbound now to Will Perkins. Trying to get some varsity points for the young guys as Jack Slamp going to kick to Will Perkins. Thought about it, 3:45 seconds left now. Out to Terrence Corbin. Now to the corner to Lamp. Inside it goes to Caudill, the freshman. Now back out to Jack Slamp. Thought about a 3 and now going to drive. Lost the basketball. Got it back. Kick out. Will Perkins between the legs. Now out to Chance Basilone. 30 seconds left. Driving in the lane. Swatted away. What a rejection from Xander Schultz.
Xander Schultz said, no way, little boy. Not in my house.
And for your 2K players back at home, I think he's on takeover right now.
Oh, 1,000%, Austin.
Inbound to Caudill, and a foul call on the play. He will shoot 2 free throws. 26.4 left in this one. And the Purple Haze is officially declaring their victory as Lexington looking like they're going to advance to 9-0. One of the best starts in the history of this basketball team as the first attempt from Caudill is up and good.
This Lexington Minutemen team, Austin, reminds me of back in the Kate Stover days.
Absolutely. And the amount of great teams that he had, along with Coach Scott Hamilton, as a second attempt is also up and good. This program has really been dominant. Very few off years for this Lexington Minutemen team as the Knights look to have their last possession of the evening. Into the corner, Xander Schultz now. Swing pass to Sprang. Sprang now going to pass off, and a 3-point attempt is no good from Corbin Felton. Ball going to the Minutemen. Just 11 seconds left, looking like they're going to dribble this one out and call it an evening.
Lexington Minutemen have a quick bounce back tomorrow against the Clearfork Colts.
Absolutely. A little OCC versus MOAC competition as Will Perkins will dish to Jack Slamp. And a little bit of movement as Basilone going to shoot a 3. Why not? It doesn't go. Rebound Corbin.
Hey!
And he sticks it up. And it's in for 2. And with that 2-point bucket, the Minutemen will win by 21 with a final score. Lexington 62, West Holmes 41. The Minutemen improve to 9-0 overall, 7-0 in conference play, and the Knights will fall to 0-10 overall, 0-7 in the Ohio Cardinal Conference. We'll be right back with our stats and our game MVP after these messages from our sponsors.
He takes the Tostitos, fakes left, goes right, and dives into the salsa. Now that is how you bring home the snacks.
What is he doing?
Preparing for his next career as a commentator.
Isn't he a little young for that?
All the best players get broadcast deals these days.
Bill's Mafia is going absolutely crazy down here. Isn't that right, Billy? So true, so true. Back to you, Josh. Back to you. Now let's go down onto the field for the coin toss. Doesn't get much better than this.
Park National Bank treats your dreams like they're our own. It could be buying your first home together or making a lasting impact in your community, starting a new business on your old stomping grounds, or reimagining your current one to keep up with the times. No matter your financial goals, at Park National Bank, what means a lot to you means a lot to us.
I know that I'm not Park's biggest customer, but I'm treated just like I'm Park's biggest customer.
back now in Lexington for our post-game stat analysis as the Lexington Minutemen improving to 9-0 overall, 7-0 in the OCC with a 62-41 win over the now 0-10 and 0-7 in the OCC West Holmes Knights. Some stats that really stand out. The Knights attempted 24 three-pointers, got 9 of them to drop, including 5 of 7 from Xander Schultz, who really found his touch late in that second half. Unfortunately, too little too late. As for the Minutemen, they really didn't attempt that many three-point shots. That's not how they get their job done normally, as the Minutemen went 2 for 12 from deep, but it was the rest of their field goals that really paved the way. 26 of 56 in the zone, as the Knights matched that, only going 16 of 53, and that really was the difference maker. Looking at total rebounds, one of the biggest keys of the game, the Minutemen dominating, as they would win the rebounds by 18, 44-26. And as for assists, it seems like the Minutemen are still in the holiday spirit, despite it being a few weeks past, as they had 15 assists to the Knights' 11. And turnovers, only 5 for Lexington, which is a massive improvement over the 14 we saw on Tuesday against Worcester. Definitely good coaching there from Scott Hamilton to get the team back into rhythm. As our leading scorers this evening for the Minutemen, Baden Forup leading the way with 19, Hudson Moore with 12, Elijah Hudson with 12, and those were all of your Minutemen in double figures. And the only West Holmes Knight in double figures was Xander Schultz, who ended up going 5 for 5 from deep, starting with that third quarter buzzer beater and leaning in deep into the final period. Another huge statistic, West Holmes only shot 1 free throw in which they missed. Not getting to the line is not going to help you against this stout Lexington defense, while the Minutemen continue to show their strength at the line, shooting 8 of 11. We will bring you right back to Lexington for our MVP of this game, so stay tuned for that, and we'll be right back after this commercial break.
Park National Bank treats your dreams like they're our own. It could be buying your first home together, or making a lasting impact in your community, starting a new business on your old stomping grounds, or reimagining your current one to keep up with the times. No matter your financial goals, at Park National Bank, what means a lot to you means a lot to us.
I know that I'm not Park's biggest customer, but I'm treated just like I'm Park's biggest customer.
back with our MTIA MVP of the game, Baden Forup, down on the court with our commentary partner, Levi Davis.
I am here with our player of the game tonight, Baden Forup. Baden, back-to-back games with 19 points. Kind of a slow start on Tuesday. How did you guys rebound tonight and get that victory against the Knights?
I mean, we just played harder. I think we crashed the boards a lot better this time. Limited turnovers.
Absolutely, Baden. And another thing that I noticed, another game, another college scout. Baden, how's that feel to you, man?
It's great. I love it. I mean, they're all good guys. So
Baden, tomorrow, Clear Fork Colts. How are we feeling about that? What has Coach Hamilton told you guys about the Clear Fork Colts, and how are you guys going to prepare for them?
I mean, we know them. We're going to practice in the morning. We're going to work hard, so it'll be good.
All right, you heard it here first, folks. Baden Forup, our player of the game.
Now Levi Davis going to walk around and ask the public opinion what everybody else thinks of this game.
I'm here with Alex Depperschmidt, the one, the only. He actually shot the ball tonight, folks. 1 3-pointer. Al, how are you feeling tonight?
You know, all right, it was a good win, good OCC win. Good start to the year. Looking forward to more.
You guys kind of got off to a slow start on Tuesday. How'd you guys rebound tonight?
You know, we didn't really get off to a slow start. We just ended slow. So I think the big thing was playing a full 4 quarters. So that was good.
We got Hudson Moore joining us too. Huddy, what a bounce back game for you after Tuesday. How are you feeling, man?
You just got to get out there and perform. When you're not performing, got to turn that around and do what you do.
You heard it from the man. Back up to you guys.
All right, thank you, Levi, for those messages. And for those of you looking for some more Minutemen action coming up just tomorrow night, right back here in the Village. It's a MOAC OCC matchup between the Lexington Minutemen and the Clear Fork Colts. Should be an interesting one, but that is going to do it from us tonight. I'm Austin Fisher, joined by Levi Davis, and thank you all so much for tuning in. We will catch you all in the next one.